What's up YouTube? This is the Wisco Boater channel. Welcome to another episode of some boat maintenance. I'm going to be replacing some water hoses today. First one I'm going to do is the air conditioner water inlet. I found a cracked, it was a pretty decently cracked hose on my winter inspection. So this is the area that I'm working in. The hose attached to this seacock here and the bend as it goes up to this water strainer. This bend here, it's not super tight, but that's where the cracking was. So I've got a new piece of hose here that we're going to attach to the seacock, run it up to the strainer inlet there, get it clamped in place, and then we'll move on to the main engine water lines, which the new hose is right there. I've got that hose to do, and then the hose between the water pump and the oil cooler. So I'll set the camera up, we'll work here first, and then I'll move around and show what the other installations look like. This is just hose installation. It's not a difficult job, but you know, we're working in a boat, so you never know. Hopefully this goes smoothly. It's just bending some hoses around some corners, getting them onto the nipples, and then hose clamping in place. So fingers crossed this is not difficult. So the guy that I bought these hoses from online sent a couple of clamps. Anytime anytime you order a custom length, he says because of your trouble he will send 2 hose clamps along with the hose. So got 2 brand new hose clamps here. Still have the old ones from the old hose. Any water inlet gets 2 hose clamps, and then we'll put 1 up there. And you want those to be pretty snug. So the other one we will tighten from the back side. Got that secured. Now the hose did have a clamp. It was just a kind of a zip tie clamp. The hole is right there for that. I will end up putting a new zip tie, or not a zip tie, a dowel clamp, and a dowel clamp in its place. I do believe I have some on the boat, so I'll have to find that. Okay. And I forgot to put the clamp on, but that's okay. Actually, the way that hose is flexed right now, I don't know if there's really a need to put in a dowel clamp to hold it down. Although, since that kind of floats just by hanging on the wall, we'll see how secure it is here in a second. Yeah, got that cranked down. 2 more clamps come back here. All right, so there's our new air conditioner water inlet. It was clamped to the stringer here, which I might do. That puts a little more stress on the bend though if I clamp it down, and it's pretty sturdy as is. So we may just run with it for a while like that, and I'll just kind of keep an eye on it. If it needs to be clamped, we'll go ahead and clamp it. But since this one is done, I will open the seacock. So that project is complete. All right, now we'll move over to main water engine inlets. And the next hose we're going to do, as I said, is part of the main water inlet for the engine. So this is going to be the hose that goes from the back of the water pump to the oil cooler here. And I'll try to set the camera up to show this. I'm not really sure you're going to be able to see much, but we'll see what happens here. All right, this new hose should be flexible enough to get everything in place. The water cooler is somewhat movable, so I think I'm going to go for the, put the clamps on here in a second. Go for the water pump first. Okay, I think that's up as far as it can go. One more twist here. Okay, we have our clamps. Clamps are on. And then we just need to do a little bendy with the hose. And this is going to be the difficult part, I think. Still got a little bit of water in that oil cooler from when I took the hoses off earlier. That's okay. And I know you can't see what I'm doing here, but just kind of bending the hose around until I get a lip to catch. All right. Okay, we'll twist our hose clamps around. Figure out where the end of the inlet nipple is. All right. Got that one cinched. Got good, about 1/4 of an inch all the way around the hose clamp on the oil cooler side. So we'll tighten up the one on the water pump. Okay. All right, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so there we've got the outlet from the water pump going back to the oil cooler. This hose is a direct replacement for what was there before. Actually, what was there before wasn't even labeled. It was just a black piece of water hose, but this is direct replacement. Got that at Nampa. And then the main water hose, this one here that's going to go from the seacock to the bottom of the water pump, the inlet to the water pump, that is SAEJ 2006 water hose from MPI. And I'll show that here when I get that installed. I think I'll do this engine first. This is going to be the more difficult one just because of access, but it is what it is. All right, well, I wasn't able to show getting the water hose installed on the back of the water pump, but you can see it's there. Got a good band on it. There's just no room to put a light and a camera and work down here. There's enough room to move around and work, but it's a little bit limited. So we'll get the other end of the hose put onto the seacock here, and then get it attached to the stringer over there, and this one will be done. Maybe I can show the other side a little bit clearer. There is more room on that side, on the starboard side. Okay, one more shot from this side before I can do the other side. I've got the Adele clamp in place that keeps the hose off the bottom of the bilge. It also keeps the hose clear of the bottom of the engine. And then up here at the seacock, we've got our two clamps in place, banded. Both are on the barb. And since this one is now complete, I will open this seacock just so I don't forget about it. That is open. And then we tighten the T-handle lock. Okay. And now the seacock handle can't move. All right. That side's done. New water hose. I'll go do the other side. All right, well, you are under the engine. Starboard side engine. Just about need to be a gymnast to get in here. All right. Soapy water. All right, come on, soapy water. Be the magic that makes this happen. Okay. All right, well, that's the hard part done. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. All right. Now, this line was clamped over here like this. I'm not sure. Again, if I, oh no, it wasn't. Let's clamp down here. Like that. But, do I need to do that? It seems like it's putting in bends for no reason. All right, well, I might get an opinion on that from somebody at some point. Okay, so here's the wide view of the starboard side. All new main water hoses are installed and complete. All right, looks good. Well, that went okay. I mean, it wasn't without its frustrations and challenges, but happy to have new main water hoses on the boat. I still have a couple of hoses that I want to replace. This one that right here is a intake to thermostat line, and there's no cracking or anything, but if you squeeze it, you can hear a little bit of crustiness on the inside. So a couple more hoses I want to replace, but at least the main engine water lines are done and the new air conditioner hose is in. So It's been a day. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Wisco Boater channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, send me some comments, and if you want to be notified when I post new videos like this one, hit that notification bell. We'll see you next time on the Wisco Boater channel. Happy boating, everybody.